All right, guys, here's this 69 GMC. I'm going to try to make this video quick. This is a K-member out from under a 73 to 87 square body truck. This particular K-member was out of a 78 or 9 heavy half big block truck. I had the truck sitting here, and both trucks, the motors were out of them. The front end wasn't on this one, so that really simplified this swap. Now, this swap's been done a lot by guys over the years. I've heard of a lot of people doing it. I can remember stomping junkyards with my dad, looking for disc brake stuff to put on Camaros when I was just a kid. And, this is what you had to do back in, the early days of people building these things. Not a lot of aftermarket parts. Now, today, you can order a 5-lug disc brake kit for one of these trucks, Camaros, whatever you want. Relatively inexpensive. It can be anywhere from $500 to $1,000, depending on if you want to go ahead and get drop spindles and all that crap. But anyway, again, kind of the old school way of doing it, stuff like this. Now, I believe you could just unbolt these A-arms, I think, and just swap the A-arms, and you wouldn't have to do the K-member. I don't know. I've never done that. I have done a 5-lug swap on a 69 one time from a 71 or 2 truck, and it was kind of a pain. The spindles, all the ball joints and stuff were different, the drag length. But lucky for me, I had both trucks sitting here, so I got it done. But really, this was a very simple swap, and of course, I've gained disc brakes. I've gained power steering from the big block truck. Of course, the drag link, everything is off the big block square body, and worked out really good. Again, a simple, easy swap. If you're in the situation I'm in, if you have an old square body sitting around, you have one of these trucks, you're in the kind of the same situation, why not? This probably took me 3 hours or so, and that included me kind of cleaning up the frame and in behind this K-member and stuff and painting it where I'm not going to be able to get to later, once it's bolted together as it is now. So went ahead and done that, but still got to hook up my sway bar. Still got to hook up the brake lines. I'm going to keep the proportioning valve up here as opposed to the square body being down here. But again, drop your steering box, your idler arm over here, sway bar if the truck's got one. Obviously, the 69 never had one. Your brake hoses and your lines, the 67 to 72 lines run along the K-member. Square bodies, they're up here. But once you get all that out of your way and your engine mount plates, pretty simple. You've got 7 bolts on each side, so 14 altogether. These 3 lined right up, no issues at all. And that got my wheel center just right. I put my fenders on and measured all that. Everything worked out great. These 2 rear holes, top and bottom, they lined up. This one might have been just a titch off, but the bolt went in with no issues at all and bolted right up. I had to widen this bolt hole out a little bit. You can see my lock washer there is kind of messed up. I'm going to take that bolt back out and put a different washer on it. But this bolt here, I had to drill another hole right next to that one. Now, you could just widen that hole if you wanted to, but I found it easier just to run a drill bit through there. Didn't take, 20 seconds, and I was done. And that's pretty much it. I mean, again, I already put my fenders on, everything lined up good, and now I've got power steering and disc brakes, which will eventually be power disc brakes. And of course, I got to figure out my sway bar. But again, guys, real easy swap if you're in the situation I'm in. If you've got a truck sitting there with a motor and stuff already in it, and you're going to have to go to a junkyard and dig, in the damn mud and rocks and stuff, lay under something, and fight the waspers and stuff to get an old K-member out from under a square body, I wouldn't suggest it. Just get the kit, and again, when you compare your time to what the kits cost, and I don't know what a junkyard would charge you for this, probably $100 or $200. You'd be better money just to buy the kit and be done with it, and it wouldn't nearly hurt your back as much as it would fighting 2 of these. I fought both of these myself, and when you take that thing loose, it just wants to flip and flop and do all kinds of silly shit. So kind of aggravating to fight it back in there and get it lined up. But of course, I've got a lift, I've got a tractor. If you're out in the yard doing this, or the driveway, whatever, I've been there and done that, guys. I'm not talking down on nobody. I've done it for many years, and finally scraped together enough money to build this shop. But so I know how that is. I've laid in the gravel and the dirt and pushing jacks on top of boards and all that crap. I've lowered a lot of trucks out here in the grass over the years. So again, just weigh out your options. Easy swap, no big deal, especially if you're sitting here like I am with engines out of the trucks. Nothing's in your way. Now, if your motor's in it and you want to do it, you could just take your motor mounts loose, jack your motor up, and then, you know, of course, you're going to have to fight the damn thing around your engine hoist somehow. It would be aggravating, or maybe just block your motor up and get it completely out of the way. Several different ways of doing it, but again, this is just kind of old school stuff. It's came a long way through the years. You can order anything you need. It's brand new stuff. You're not, you know, buying, you know, old used parts, especially on the old Camaros and stuff and Monte Carlos, all that crap. Anyway, just an option if that's something you're wanting to do. That's basically it in a nutshell. It's pretty easy, it's simple, but of course it's back-breaking, especially by yourself. So, you know, whatever you think your best option would be. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd be glad to answer them. I'm going to hook this truck up, get it back out of my way, get Moon Pie back in here. Got to do some things to it, and I got a bad storm coming. It's fixing to start raining now. So, again, guys, if I can help you out at all, let me know if you got any questions at all. If I see the comment, I will answer it. Don't, you know, try to be patient with me. I don't check them real often. So give me time. You know, once I see your comment, I'll answer you just as quick as I can and to the best of my knowledge. Guys, as always, appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you later.